Hi there, Robin here from Expert On. Today we're going to be talking about a new mixer, a line of mixers to be exact, from BlastKing. They've decided to get into the mixers, and that's a good thing because it really complements a lot of the other equipment they have. Nice thing about their mixers is really, it's giving you the freedom, the space. A mixer that's got a lot of slider room. So where an average mixer that we've been reviewing and talking about, and ones you see all the time, if you're lucky enough to get one with a slider, it may have 2.5 inches of actual travel. These have 4. This is like a big studio soundboard when it comes to sliders. It's got lots of advantages. It doesn't have every bell and whistle out there yet, but they do have them in several sizes, and we're going to cover them all, and we're going to cover the, well, who should get it, why would you want to get one. They come in a variety of sizes, so you can get it in an 8-channel, a 12-channel, 16-channel, 24-channel, and a 32-channel. Now, real important about that is if you look across the top, all the channels on all their mixers in this series are going to have their own mic and line input. So it's not, you know, it says it's an 8-channel, but it really only has 4 mic inputs, and the other 4 channels are just for line inputs, and they're on a shared slider or knob. That's not how these mixers work. You're going to have, no matter which size you get, if it's an 8 or a 32, it's going to have that many mic capability input channels with full control. Big plus. Also, who's going to want to get this? When we cover the features, you're going to see if you have a bar, pub, or anything where you're going to have a band come, set up for the night, do their thing, and you're supplying the equipment, and they're going to go and they're going to do all their adjustments and walk away afterwards, and then you're going to do that over and over again for 2-3 shows a week. This is going to be a really good mixer for that. Maybe it's for a church, a house of worship. You need a large mixer to do an awful lot of work, but you don't have a $3,000 budget to go out and buy a digital mixing board with all the bells and whistles. You need something that, you know, somebody who's handy at setting up a mixing board to be able to use. This is going to be a really good mixing board to get going on. It does offer an audio interface which has 2 channels coming in, 1 channel coming out. I'll explain that a little bit more in detail when we start looking at the mixer. But it has also important features like an actual EQ across the actual unit. So it has a 7-band EQ, so you can EQ the room. EQing the room is a big benefit because rooms change. And no matter what we do when it comes to each individual either instrument or singer or just somebody, you know, putting out the spoken word, it's important that you be able to not just adjust each individual person or equipment, but then actually set up the room itself. So that's what's going to happen here. It also has a ton of effects. All their machines feature 24 different effects built into it, plus they have a parameter knob and a gain level on it, so it's virtually unlimited. Saying that, we have a supplementary video which is up on top, a link for it, and it's just for the effects. It's like, I don't know, 10 minutes longish, I guess, and it's just going to cover the effects on the unit. So let's take a closer look at the mixer. And remember, these aren't all of them. There's actually 2 more compact mixers, but we're going to look at this one right here, and we're going to cover it in a lot of detail. So here we are, ULTRAMIX-FX. When they say it's an 8-channel mixer, they mean it. It's got 8 mic inputs across top, because I know a lot of people who watch videos of mine basically make comments about, well, you know, how do they count all the lines when they come up with their numbers, because they only see 5 or 6 or 7, and those are usually on 12-channel mixers. This is an 8-channel mixer with 8 individual mic input lines. Very easy to figure out. Now, amazingly enough, if this was, let's say, a Mackie, and I'm not poking at Mackie, yes, I'm poking at Mackie, they would have called this a 10-channel mixer because they would have included this as 2 channels right here. They would have said these 2 are 2 channels. Something they've taken off of here because we don't need it anymore. They took the RCA jacks, the in and out, which was kind of like redundant. Today we have an audio interface instead. So we have a channel coming out, 2 channels coming in, and those 2 channels will line up right here. Now, as you notice, when I move these sliders, they move a lot. I mean, proportionally in my hand, this is a 4-inch slide. Most sliders on most portable mixers or mixers of this style, caliber, only have 2 to 2.5 inches of movement. This is a full 4 inches. That's a lot of detail in between the bottom to the top. So that's a big plus. Another reason why I really like this mixer. They're going to give you a mute option on all 8 channels in this particular mixer. Now remember that as the mixers get bigger, it just keeps going. Panning options on all the channels, effects on all the channels. Now, talking about effects, they're all grouped up here, which is real nice. 24, so they didn't stop at 16, they've gone full hog at 24, and they added a parameter option. So we can have a minimum amount, or we can really stretch it out and have a maximum amount. We're going to have a supplementary video to this, so have a look. There's a link there up above if you want to see that. That's just for the effects. I talk about nothing else but the effects. We sample all 24 of them on that video. From here, we then go to the aux, an aux channel across the entire board, and that's so we can come out of this send option right on top, so we can have a monitor, a subwoofer, whatever we want to have hooked up here. In the red box here, these are our EQs. Each channel has a 3-band EQ, and it's at 12 kilohertz, 3 kilohertz, 80 kilohertz, so we can make any adjustments we want. Now, because they're using combo jacks on top, this is why we can have anything from a microphone to a line input plugged in. We have a pad button which allows us to increase or decrease by 20 dBs. So I can have a mic plugged in, or I can have, maybe I need 2 channels for a keyboard or a drum set or anything else I want to plug in straight into the unit. Maybe I have a controller and I want to plug my controller into here. Well, I can do that just by tying up 2 of these channels. We have trim control on all the lines, and this is going to allow us to increase or decrease the gain, because of course gain is usually what we see there, but a lot of times I've noticed when they use a pad button, this becomes a trim, and that allows us to adjust either our microphone sensitivity or our line sensitivity from here. All the channels have their own individual 48 volt phantom power option, and that's a nice thing, because I have noticed on other audio interfaces and other mixers where if you engage phantom power across the whole board, it works just fine where you need it, but on certain, especially wireless microphones, you may hear a hum or a buzz, or you pick it up just on the headphone, which is kind of annoying, because once you dial into it, you know it's there. Turn it on and off where you want to have it. On the 1/4-inch outputs and inputs options here, so these are all our outs on the top here. We've got an aux send and an aux return. Then we've got a room output, which is basically lined up with our headphone knob and our headphone itself. So if I want to set up some monitors, or I need to set up a control room for sound, I can do that here. If I want to plug in my headphones, I can do that here, and I can use this knob here to do that. Main out. Main out comes as a 1/4-inch and as XLRs. You can use all 4, you can use 2, I mean, that's up to you. All 4 are hot outputs, so you're good with that. One doesn't get switched off because you plugged into the other. Dynamic meters, really, really well done here. If we just hit that button, hit that, bring this up here, bring that up on top here, turn our phantom power on here, bang, we're gonna have a signal. That's me talking on the actual mixer, and we go straight up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till we get to dynamic, and then we've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 above that before we hit clip at 5. So really good for bringing up some dynamic detail there. Very clear, easy to see, double meters, really well done. Next to the headphone gain controls, we've got our controls for our aux send and our aux return right here. And then next to that, we've got a high and low control for our digital media center. So I can use it as an audio interface, which is what I have plugged into it right now, this into the laptop. I can also use it as Bluetooth input, which means I can pair off from a tablet, a phone, a TV, anything I have. If you're going to use this for karaoke and you have a TV, you want to see if it has Bluetooth on it, because that'll make your life so much easier. And it also has a built-in MP3 player. Along with the MP3 player, it also has a record function. We're going to save the record function as a standalone video. So that's really, really important. Have a look for that video coming soon. We're going to have that just covering all the recording options because a lot of details. 7-band EQ right down here. This is going to allow me to EQ the room the way I want to EQ it. Now it goes from plus to minus 12 dB. If you are going to be playing around with EQs, I always say, you know, find that middle spot. They don't all just go from 0 to plus 12. You can start at minus 6 as your low point and then work your way up from there to plus 6. It's going to maximize quality and reduce the amount of overall distortion you're going to add to your system if you're really cranking up the volume. That's the overview of the entire system. Now, for its price point, that's really important. it has a ton of function on it. The important thing though, it doesn't matter how much or how less it costs compared to everybody else. If it doesn't sound good when you plug speakers into it, well then it's not worth any money. But in this case, this is why we're buying into it. It sounds great. It's clean. There's no hissing or humming in the background. There's no buzzing sounds. You don't pick up any noise when sliding or turning any of the knobs. Those are all big important things when buying a mixer. You just want to have a nice, quiet mixer that's going to do exactly what you need it to do, and that's what's going to happen here. Going back to for the price, in this case here, if you compare it to any mixers in an 8-channel, well, it's going to blow it away when it comes to the amount of input capability when it comes to mic inputs. You can spend twice as much as this and add it up with a whole bunch of extra features, but you have to ask yourself, is that what you're looking for? To start, this is a perfect way to go. So in the follow-up videos that I'm going to be doing on this, I am definitely going to be showing you how to hook it up, how to use it, how to get everything out of it. But for now, I really wanted you to get an introduction to this and the other models that are going to be showcased soon. Have a look at our link down below for Expert Island for pricing in Canada. Plus, we've put BlastKing's link down below for pricing in the US. You'll be pretty much blown away with how much you get at the prices they're letting it go for. That being said, you know, they could easily come out with a whole second generation line product with a whole bunch of extra bells and whistles on it. But if you're looking to start with a mixer and you're looking for an analog mixer that has the ability to record on your computer, this is pretty nice mixer. It's going to be real popular because it has Bluetooth on it. So besides people needing it in larger events and stuff like that, you're going to see a lot of people at home buying it because it has Bluetooth that can hook up to your TV wirelessly. And I say that because karaoke is very popular, and people are doing garage band stuff or using a mixer in the rec room, needing something for themselves or for their kids, is going to make it real popular because the price point is very attractive on it. So take a moment to have a look at that. Remember, I'm also putting up, at the same time as this video, a link video, which is going to go into details. So if you really want to see what the effects can do, I've already made that video. So that'll be available to you. Have a look at the end of this video or use the link. I'm going to try and put it back up there again. So that's just all the 24 effects and how they sound. So for now, thank you for watching. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below. By all means, I'll try and get to these things when I can. And please, if you liked the video, leave us a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, you know what to do. And also, by the way, if you want something different in a video, leave it in the comment. That's the only way I know how to make sure everybody's happy with what's going on. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.